Who could make this happen, Vice President of Marketing, Cody Hefner.
Cody!
Good morning. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for floating in.
Well,
Thanks for offering the opportunity.
and thanks for going all in 100% with us. You really, this is not your normal outfit, right? Or maybe do you walk around the museum center?
I typically do. You dress for the job you want, right? And I always dreamed that my wife would have a Roman god as a husband, and so I started dressing like one.
You delivered.
Smart move.
You delivered. That's
a
right.
smart move. I say, obviously, you are togered up with purpose. Pompeii is the big exhibit going on right now. I think it's almost the end of July.
Yes. So it's here through the end of July, July 28th. So you got a few more weeks, a couple more months to come out and see it. But it is incredible. I mean, these are 150 artifacts from Pompeii itself, from the actual city that was destroyed by Vesuvius. So it's really an incredible snapshot of life at the height of the Roman Empire.
So, when people walk us through the exhibit a little bit, what kinds of things they can experience when they go in. I know you talked about there's artifacts and that type of thing, but what is it like when you're walking through?
You're walking through the daily lives of these people. So you are seeing the tools they would use for fishing. There are fish hooks in the exhibit that look like you could pull them out of your tackle box today and and toss them into the lake. There are pots. There's jewelry. There's coins. There's gladiator armor and gladiator weaponry. Of course, there's statues, there's wall frescoes from buildings in Pompeii that are still bright and vibrant today. So when people think of Pompeii, they think of the destruction. The exhibit is really about life in Pompeii.
Wow.
It's about how people lived all the way up to that tragic moment.
You've been open long enough now with this exhibit. One of the things I keep thinking about is the experience afterward. Like, what kind of feedback are you getting from people? Because when you open a new exhibit, you kind of have an idea of what it might be like, but you've been open with this one long enough now where you absolutely know what it's been like for people. What are they saying?
People have enjoyed it. They've really had a lot of fun with it. This is, I like to call it a sexy traditional museum exhibit. And we've had scholars come through who are blown away by the level of artifacts that are in the exhibition. Kids, adults who come through and they know the story, they know almost this mythology of Pompeii,
right?
But have a new respect for it and are just so astounded by what they see in the first half of the exhibit. And then you walk into the second half, which talks about the destruction, talks about the eruption. You have the body cast, and it's this almost reverent, somber moment. So it's that dichotomy of people saying, wow, this is incredible to see artifacts on this level here, but then to kind of realize why they're still available, why they're still around, and to reflect on that moment.
What have kids' experiences been like? Because I know a lot of people, my son is already out of school and parents are looking for stuff to do in the summer. So this is something that the whole family can enjoy, right? And things that kids can experience and take in as well.
Yeah, it's accessible at all ages. And I personally, I'm a kid. Bob, you're a kid.
A little bit.
Jen, today you're a kid at least. The gladiator stuff is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's legit. And there's this wonderful animation that takes different gladiator styles and pits them against each other, and you see who would come out on top, and it rolls through them. So it's this really awesome animation. And then right next to it, there are cases of all these weapons and armor that tie into it. So it's when I was a kid, you used to go to book fairs and you see all these books with mummies, these golden tombs and sarcophagi on the front. This is the Roman Empire. When you think of the Roman Empire, you are seeing those artifacts here.
And like many, I think about the Roman Empire all the time.
And do people go through and say, "Are you not entertained?"
Oh my gosh, you have to, don't you?
Yeah,
you have to.
They told me I had to stop doing that.
Oh. I figured I wasn't the first one to say that.
I was scaring people. But most said yes. Oh my gosh, leave me alone.
Since we were talking about kids a little bit, there are so many other things to do down here, especially during the summer months. With, as you said, you've got these extra hours in the day. You've got to fill them somehow. Now, we're nice and cool out here right now. But there are going to be days where it is going to be dog hot and humid. And, boy, there's some nice, cool places inside the kids love.
Well, the Ice Age, for starters.
Right.
But we're opening two permanent exhibits this summer. One at the end of June called Kidstown Park. It's all about literacy. It's about falling in love with reading from an early age. So it's really targeted at 0 to 3 years old, all the way up to 6. But this is a new part of our children's museum that brings phonics and reading and letters to life in a really engaging way. And then in early July, we're opening an exhibit in the Science Museum called Advancing Health, presented by Mayfield Brain and Spine. It's all about body systems, how your body works, the blood, spine, skeletal system, muscles, heart, and what happens when those systems break down, and who are the healthcare professionals, and what are those innovations that help you get back to health.
Very cool. Always new stuff, always things happen, again, especially in the summertime for the family. Now, we're talking to you, Cody, right now. Later in the program here, can you make available to us a man named Salty Jack?
You know what? That sea dog's always trolling around. I'm surprised he's not in the fountain now.
I thought I saw him walking by earlier.
We hired him to do one job, and he's not even out here. So I'm going to track him down. I'll bundle up my toga. I'll run after him. I'll see if I can find him and pull him out.
He's such a team player.
And I know you have something else. Let's tease it as nautical that Salty Jack will be ready to talk about.
We're going to get a little nautical today.
Oh, we are getting quite nautical.
Hey there. Yeah, you could stop watching right now, but let's be honest, you don't want to do that. Hit the links or click subscribe to see more amazing content from all of us here at Local 12.